Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a lovely day today. It's obviously Wednesday, and you know what that means. It's Wickedly Weird Wednesday, which is when on my channel I read you guys ghost stories from Reddit or stories that you guys have sent in yourself. If you do want to be included in videos like this, you can either send me messages or voice notes, whichever you feel more comfortable with. Instagram's the best place for you to send them to me, so I'll leave that on screen now, but I also have my Instagram and my Twitter linked in the description like always if you want to follow me over on there, but I just check my Instagram more often than Twitter. But yeah, I'm gonna keep this intro nice and short and sweet, so if you want to see more videos like this, please consider subscribing. I'm also really trying to hit 700 subscribers before my birthday, and we're so freaking close. So yeah, if you could consider subscribing, that would be great. Leave a like if you enjoy, and let's get into it. So usually I obviously do my makeup in these videos, but I think I'm actually gonna start either once a month or twice a month, just reading the stories and just seeing how that goes, just so that I have time to do a few more makeup-y videos on my channel. But yeah, today we're not doing the makeup, it's just about the stories. So this very first story is called The Baby in the Basement. Oh, I already am feeling very nervous. My childhood home carried a very disturbing backstory that was not disclosed to my parents upon purchase. That is so rude, by the way. Jeez. My older sister was about 3 or so at the time my parents discovered the horrific truth behind a nightmare she had. She woke up screaming and crying and scared of my mother. My father asked her what was wrong, and she would only repeat, "Mummy threw baby in the fire." My father assumed she had a nightmare about my mother and a baby brother. So to calm her down, he showed her my baby brother was fine and assured her Mummy would never hurt her. They eventually calmed her down. It so happened that a friend had been over to witness this frantic child's reaction to what seemed to him a very vivid dream for a child of her age. We decided to do some investigating into the history of my parents' home. He went to the local library to review newspaper clippings from various dates that may give some insight. It just so happened he found the story he was looking for. A married couple who lived in my childhood home had a baby. Soon after the baby was born, the relationship took a turn for the worst, and the wife asked for a divorce. Angered by this request, the husband threw his infant into the fire of the home's furnace and buried the bones under the basement steps. Oh my God, what the hell? His crown was discovered and the baby's bones recovered. After finding this story, the friend quickly rushed over to show my father what he had found. My parents and various friends had experienced odd encounters in the home previous to this discovery, and we all would continue to experience more throughout the years we spent there. That house was burned twice and is now an empty lot. I may post more detailed experiences in the future. That is so sad. Oh my God, what is up with that guy, by the way? And oh my God, so your younger sister, was it, had the dream? I wonder if the baby was trying to like communicate with her. Oh, that is so sad. Oh my goodness. The next story is called Haunted Bungalow. Years ago, me and my then girlfriend moved into a small 1-bedroom bungalow near Sherwood Forest. We both were believers in the paranormal, but didn't think we were moving into a haunted house. We started to notice things about a month after we moved in. We had just gone to bed one night and was trying to get to sleep when we heard someone moving around in the living room. That is my worst nightmare, by the way. The flooring was really hollow and you could hear someone in there from anywhere in the bungalow. And then it sounded like someone had sat on the sofa. Oh my. I asked her, "Did you hear that?" She said, "Yes." I asked, "What did you hear?" And she replied, "Someone's walking around the living room and sat on the sofa." We actually thought we were being burgled, so I found whatever makeshift weapon I could, I think it was a shoe, and crept out of the bedroom across the hallway and burst into the living room, flicking the lights on as I did. There was nobody in there. This happened night after night, and after bursting into the living room a few times, I didn't bother as there was nobody there. But this was just the beginning. We lived there for around 5.5 years in all, and some of the things that went on were really strange. I'd find the toothpaste in the kitchen when neither of us had put it in there. She would take a bath and afterwards ask me what I wanted, and she'd hear me calling her from the other side of the bathroom door, although I'd never left the living room and hadn't heard a thing. I'd be sat watching TV in the living room and hear someone whisper in my ear, although I could never make out what they were saying. Oh my goodness. The activity seemed to be on cycle. We'd have 3 to 4 weeks of peace and quiet, and then 3 to 4 weeks of activity. We had even seen whatever it was a few times too. One time my girlfriend was in the bath. She'd take 45 minutes to an hour in there. And I was in the living room. I really needed to go to the toilet and ended up stood up doing the I need a wee dance. A completely black figure walked straight through the living room door right in front of me. It walked into the middle of the living room, leant forward as if to check me out, and then stepped back. Ooh. When it stepped back, it dissolved. That's the closest description I can think of. I just stood there with my brain trying to compute what I just saw. I thought it had to be a shadow cast by a car headlights or something in front of the large lamp that was on. I checked the street, no cars were there. It's a dead end street. Went to the lamp, put my hand in front of it. Too much light and too big to cast a proper shadow. I spent a fair while trying to figure out a reasonable explanation for that. Another time I saw it, I had gotten up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom and didn't want to wake my girlfriend up, so I kept the lights off. There was a street lamp that shone through our kitchen and into the hallway, so I could see a bit. We had a built-in cupboard in the hallway, and I saw a big black thing blocking the light through the door that was open. I reached over for the light switch and the black shadow took a step back. I'd just been stood toe to toe with this thing thinking it was a door. I turned the light back off and there was no shadow whatsoever. The light shone through the hallway as usual. There were lots of other things that happened over the 5.5 years we lived there, but those were the most memorable. Oh my goodness. Could you imagine like reaching for something and then something just moves? No, and then realizing you were that close. Oh, no, I can't. And I feel like so many people hear people calling them and then it's they think it's their partner or whatever, and then they're like, no, it's not me. You're just crazy. I never said anything. Ooh, so freaky. Oh my goodness. Okay, this next one is called Scary School. What do you guys think? This happened to me when I was 14. I'm middle 20s now. The school has 3 floors. This happened on the 3rd floor, which we were in. After the school day had finished, we were taking a private math lesson with my group, which was 4 in total. Around 4 p.m, we suddenly heard knocking on the wall from the classroom beside us and the sound of a lot of children. It was like the classroom was full. The teacher told me to go tell them to lower their voices, so I went to the classroom beside us, but there was no one in there. I felt more confused than being scared, but I heard the voice coming, but this time from the last classroom in the floor. So I went there quickly and frustrated to tell them to just be quiet. Right at that moment, I entered the last classroom and it was empty. No one in it. I stood there very confused and there was a wooden chair in there. While still thinking where the voice could be coming from, I suddenly saw the chair move by itself. Oh my God, like if there was someone behind it pushing it, but there wasn't anyone there. I ran very quickly to tell the teacher and the rest there was no one and there is a ghost here. The teacher saw my face going yellow and unable to breathe. She told me to calm down and stop joking, but again the knocking on the wall came from the classroom that was next to us with the voices of children and with a lot of noise of desks and chairs moving. We all ran away and never took a private lesson at school again. It really happened. My school is famous for being haunted. Oh my God. I feel like schools are especially creepy when no one's in them. They're always so much freakier when it's just like a few people around school. Oh my goodness. I can't even imagine what went through your head when the chair moved. I couldn't see something like that. I just genuinely couldn't. So I think I'm going to read one more story to keep this video a little bit shorter today. But the last story is called Ghost Punched My Face in My Sleep Twice. Hang on. Okay, ghosts are usually super mischievous, but how are you punching someone in their sleep? Why? Oh my God. Yesterday night, I woke up at like 4 a.m. after having a weird dream of being punched in the face. But when I woke up, my lip really hurt and my tongue was swollen. The pain was gone by the morning, so I convinced myself it was just my imagination. The next night though, no dream, but I woke up with a busted lip, blood all over my front teeth. I told my housemate. She asked if I had bitten it, but the cut is long and inside the top of my lip. Hard place to accidentally bite. I don't know if it is a ghost, but my housemate has also been woken up by a hand touching her leg and is convinced our house is haunted, which makes me think a ghost may have been what's punching me. I have never punched myself in my sleep before, so I have no explanation for why this is happening. No way. I feel like that is the worst kind of experience, is one, someone touching you, but can you imagine something causing you harm, but you can't see it? Like there's nothing there. And it's happening whilst you're asleep too. So like you're at your most vulnerable when you're asleep as well. Oh my God, I actually feel so sorry for you. I don't even know what you can do. I guess people have said you can banish them. I'd probably look into that because it's actually causing you like physical harm and it's touching people, and yeah. No, that ghost doesn't sound good at all. But I'm going to end it there because that is a freaky one. If you have any ghost stories, like I said, send them in to me. Instagram is the best place, but I always have my Instagram and my Twitter linked in the description. But I will leave my Instagram out on screen for you now. You can also comment some of your ghost stories as well if you really, really want to. And if this video freaked you out, make sure to comment a ghost emoji because I need to know if you're as freaked out as I am. If you enjoy videos like this, please leave a like. It really, really does help me out. And please consider subscribing so that you don't miss our Wickedly Weird Wednesdays, but also when I post videos every Monday, Saturday and Wednesday. Why did I say it like that? Every Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. But with all that being said, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.